Hey guys, Don Keating here, Team DonnieBoy8. I had a couple requests for an update video and more specific on the actual settings and whatnot that I'm using on one of the bots that I've been testing here recently. And the bot here obviously is Cryptohopper. So I'm going to go through that. I only have the one bot working right now. It's working through Bittrex, and if you guys have watched the channel, you know I started this about a month and a half ago, I'd say. Closing on 2 months, I think, but about a month and a half would be safe. I could look up exactly when, but I don't know offhand. But it's been doing pretty well, and this is with me kind of learning how to use it and messing around with the settings and whatnot. But it has made 22.27%, which is pretty good compared to, the markets have been down up until recently, this last week and a half. So I was pretty happy with that. So I want to go through and show you this is the correct percentage. When I open this, you'll see different percentages listed, but it throws it off because I have some investments in Bittrex that aren't in this hopper, if that makes sense. So it throws the percentages off, and you'll see, but this is the correct percentage right now. So I just want to open this up, and you could see 22.28%, because I started this with just over, I only have access to 0.12, I believe, of Bitcoin, something like that. So it's been doing pretty well. Even right now, like, this is getting thrown off, but when I click on it, you can see right now the correct amount, and you can see it down here too. Total open percentages. I think that's getting thrown off because I bought Sia coin yesterday and it had a really big day today, so I don't know if that's throwing it off. I never saw it happen like that before. I'm hoping it resets when the next sell order goes in, but currently right now it just owns one position here, and it's right now currently down 1.72%. But if you want to ever see, you could just open up the trade history, and it shows exactly what it's done. Here you can see what the coin is. Of course, it's usually always BTC and the coin, so that doesn't really matter too much. What it's doing, selling, buying, the dates, the amount of coins, the rate per coin, whatever fee you had to pay, the total, and it gives you the result. And then you could see here the trigger, and that's some of the settings that I'll go over, but this is what triggered this action. So this one triggered because it got over 4% profit, so it triggered the taking its profit sale, so it did that. That one, it did not own very long. You could see it bought it at 6.15 and sold it at 10.35 on the same day, so in 4 hours it made 4%. So sometimes it does really well. And it bought it because of the strategy that it was following. It also bought this Gigabyte that I'm currently holding right now. You saw is down, but it's still holding, so it didn't actually sell. It made some on ADA earlier, 2.66%, sold because of strategy on that one. And then you can see it sold AUR on that was because of profit. And then you can see here stop loss. I have it set to sell if it's 4% stop loss, and none of the losses get too out of hand. Just because you put it at 4%, if it's really fast falling, sometimes you'll see 5 or 6, 7%. It'll put the order in, but sometimes it's falling faster than the order gets filled. I see that once in a while, but it's usually pretty good to stop it between 4 and 5%. And you can see here another one, ENG, it got sold at 0.161. It had a trailing stop loss, so it hit a certain amount and then it was trailing it, and so as soon as it hit that, it triggered the sell, and it only lost 0.61 on that one. So instead of selling it at 4%, it trailed it around and then ended up having to sell it at 0.61. So that's basically flat. I don't even count that. And you can see here it bought it from a signal, so not strategy. It bought it from one of the signals that's attached to the account. So it's using the way I have it set up here, which I'll show you in a second, is how it is using multiple strategies to pick when to buy and sell coins. And so far, like I said, it's been pretty good. You can see it does get them wrong sometimes. You can see 2 here from 2 stop losses, but it's still triggering that because obviously it owns it now again. So I'm not sure what's making it do that, but there's a couple things that it's expecting to happen that I guess aren't happening. But you can see down here, strategy, profit, strategy, another stop loss, strategy buy, stop loss here. See, that one must have been falling really fast for red coin, and it's sold out at 7%. But I mean, this is just real results, so it's nothing's promised. You could see you lose, you make. There's no guarantees in this. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down, but it does have some pretty good ones. Here's a stop loss that went all the way to 8%. 4% up. Another stop loss. Profit. There's a bunch of profits. So, and you can see a whole batch of profits there, which is great. So it's a constantly adjusting thing, and I'm still working on it and messing around with it, adjusting here and there. But you could see, if you want to see the actual details, you can just click view, and it shows exactly more of the details all in one spot. The actual buy order number and everything. And you can of course export your trades. A lot of people ask about taxes and whatnot, but trading, it's all here. I mean, it is a pain. You're going to have to use one of the programs to track the actual taxable income that you have, but it is easy to just export it into one of those programs. But for the actual configuration that I have set up here, you just click on this, and you can either turn the bot on or off, of course. You'll set it up with whatever exchange you're going to do. Sorry about that, I had to sneeze. You put it on whatever exchange you're going to do. They have a whole bunch of ones. Poloniex, Kraken. This one's set up on Bittrex, GDAX, Binance, and KuCoin. So whatever you trade, you can set them up. You can have multiple bots trading on different things. You're going to have your API keys when you set it up, and you're going to put your base currency, and you could pick Ethereum or Tether if you're going to use. And then you could pick coins. These are kind of, you can go through on these. I pick them based on just what these coins have done, and I'm picking coins that are based on the volatility. I want coins that are going to move and give the Cryptohopper, the trading bot, trades to do. So I don't want boring coins. I don't love some of these coins. Like, I'm not putting them in here because I think they're either going to be a long-term success. I mean, some of them I see that I do, but that's not the reason I picked them. I picked them for movement during the day because this is a bot that trades, during the day. So I don't want a coin that is just sitting there not doing anything. I want them to be able to move so that the bot can trade and buy and sell and hopefully make profit every single day. So these are the ones that I currently have. I do change these from time to time. The bot that I have, the hair subscription, I'm allowed 50 coins. So I went through and picked 50 of them, and I'll watch. If I see one keep coming up as a loser, keep getting picked and stopping out, I might remove that from the coins. But it just depends. And then I have my strategy set up as multiple TA. That's the one I've been messing with the most. I've tried some of the other ones, not all of them, but I've tried this. I've tried no strategy, just external signals, but this one seems to be working the best for me right now, but I will test the other ones as well as time goes on. I have the number of targets, maximum of 10 coins to be bought or sold at one time. You could click in here, advanced TA settings. I did not mess with this, so they're using the candle size of 30 minutes. You could pick smaller time if you want. That 30 minutes went pretty good. When I'm looking at charts, I usually look at 15 minutes, so I'll maybe make that change. But you can enable these charting tools, tracking tools, or if you don't like one, you don't want it to be in there, you can shut them off so it's not looking at that. Any of these settings I have not actually touched. These are all pre-filled. So if you want to get that detailed into it, advanced wise, you can change these to whatever you'd like. That's the great thing about Cryptohopper, is that it is somewhat automatic because a lot of it is pre-filled, but it also is very, very customizable if you want to trade and change what it uses to trade. And you can see here I have my percentage profit set at 4%, but you can set that at whatever you'd like. And then these are just basic things. I always like to have a stop loss because I don't like to carry a coin down. I mean, they're very volatile, and sometimes you just pick them at the wrong time. So I'd rather take the loss and move on to another coin that may rebound quicker. I don't like to have holding a lot of bags and have dead money on bad decisions. So I cut my losses and just move on. So I have it set at 5%, but you saw, just because you put 5% in here, it doesn't mean that's what you're going to sell it at. That's when it starts to look to sell. So if that makes sense. And I have the trailing stop loss, which you saw, so it'll trail. If it hits that but doesn't sell, it'll trail it around and be ready to sell again when it makes the signal happen again. So I like it. That's something you can take off or on. You can have it set up where it will never sell at a loss unless you go in and manually sell it. But again, I don't watch the coins all day, so sometimes these coins move 20%, 30% in a day. So if I'm not there and I'm not watching it, I don't want to ride that all the way down. I'd rather sell and move on to one that is a winner. So I'm going through this slow, but of course you guys can pause the video and take note of each one of these settings if you'd like. And then I just, whatever you do, you just hit save. It even warns you about the stop loss, that it will sell at a loss, of course. So, and that's it. If you guys have any specific questions on this, feel free to email me. I will try to help you out the best that I can. You guys would want to set up this, your own way. Try the basic setting. They have the free 30-day trial still, so you can mess around with it. They have back testing. If you don't even want to use your own monies, your own Bitcoin, you can back test for free. And then they have all the signals. You can check around with that. They have different ones. I'm only using CoinPulse right now, so it's free, and their performance, you can view a report of exactly what they have talked about with their different recommendations, I should say. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word. And you can see, depending on if you sold exactly when they told you to, or if you missed it, that's what it is. But you can go through with them, and it's pretty interesting to see what they have done in the past. But you can see they've had some pretty big ones, and they've had some mediocre ones. But overall, I mean, look at this one here. Wow, 26% on that trade request that they had on Zcash. So it's interesting. The amount of information that's out there right now is crazy, and this is free. These signals are totally free, so they've been pretty good. And you can see over the last signals that they've had, they've been really spot on, really good with their accuracy and the amount. I mean, they're amazing. More people don't check these out and watch them because of the amount of information that's here is pretty awesome. So that's it. I don't want to bore you guys with anything. So check it out, and if you have questions, let me know. And of course, like I said, I'll try to help you out any way that I can, like always. But you can either leave a comment below or email me directly. The email is donkeat@gmail.com. It's DONKEAT@gmail.com. And if you guys like these videos, you like the channel, appreciate if you like and subscribe. Share your experience, share the channel. We try to grow this. It's been kind of stuck around 9,000, 9,200 subscribers now for a while, and not really sure. It's been going up and down. So hopefully you guys like the content. If you want to see something different, I'm more than willing to try to show you guys something different. But I know we kind of moved away from a lot of the platforms and things that people were really liking back when they were all working, but now they've all kind of failed and scammed people out. So I don't really see the point of talking about them. But if that's what you guys want to see, I could definitely talk about some of the ones that have failed and you know, kind of drudge that back up. But I try to be more positive and show you guys things that are actually working instead of showing you things that are not working, unless it's an emergency. But check it out, see what you guys think. Hopefully you like it. I'm already at 15 minutes, so I'll post this one up and I'll do some more videos. I have another trading bot I'm gonna do a video on in a little bit too, and it's just some more updates, some more ICOs, and just kind of keep you on the pulse of what's going on. So check it out, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you.